So yesterday when I was scrolling through Twitter, I saw a post that reminded me that Call of Duty Black Ops Gulf War is indeed one of the first, I think, Call of Duties, or maybe the first Call of Duty that has been in development for 4 years. It kind of has sounded in the past that we've had other Call of Duties that have been in development for many years, but apparently Gulf War for sure has been in development for 4 years, and we haven't seen that in a long time, if ever. I'm pretty sure that the post that I saw on Twitter said that Call of Duty 24 would be the first Call of Duty in history to have a full 4 year development cycle. Now, this can be good and bad, and the reason that it can be good is because if it's really been 4 years of development for this particular Call of Duty, then we might see the best Call of Duty of all time, because they were able to take their time, they were able to build on things, they potentially ideas changed as the years progressed, as they saw things progress within the universe. That could be really good in that sense, right? You could be getting something very special. And we also know that in Call of Duty Gulf War, they're diving deeper into these open combat missions or open world environment. And according to Treyarch, the developers of Call of Duty Gulf War, these open world combat missions are going to be built from the ground up. So they're going to be completely different from what Modern Warfare 3 showed us. Because to be quite honest with you, what I saw with Modern Warfare 3 turned me off completely to the idea of open combat missions or open world types of setting within Call of Duty, because truly I just love the very story driven, very linear missions that we get in Call of Duty. That's what I live for. So I was just kind of shut down to the idea. But if they had 4 years to develop this, they built it from the ground up, then potentially we might be getting something very special that could influence the, next couple years of releases for Call of Duty. Now, where it kind of gets bad is that what if this game is awesome and the 4 years development cycle really helped Gulf War, really made it unique, and it worked tremendously, right? Well, what happens next year when Call of Duty 2025 comes out? Is that game also going to be announced as having 4 years of development? Or is that game only going to have their usual time of development, which I don't know, is maybe 2 years or 1 year? And are we going to notice a big drop off from Call of Duty Gulf War to the next Call of Duty? And then Call of Duty 2026, if that one also didn't have 4 years of development, are we going to notice the drop off as well? What if Call of Duty Gulf War is so damn good that we notice the drop offs of the next ones? Would that put Activision into a corner? Would it be like, hey, you know what, we're decreasing in value? Potentially what we need to do is figure a way to have all of these studios or all of our other studios work on these games for 4 years or for 3 years, or give them more time. And knowing Activision, they would never do that. So the reason that would be bad is because we might just be feeling like the product is getting worse after Call of Duty Gulf War because we got something very special in Gulf War. But, obviously we don't know how Gulf War is going to be. It might suck. It might be one of the worst Call of Duties, that we get, but I highly, highly doubt it, because Treyarch usually always delivers. Black Ops is an extremely good series, and Cold War personally was a really fine game. I really enjoyed Cold War, and I cannot wait to see what Gulf War has. But this development of 4 years can be good and it can be bad. Personally, I would love to see Call of Duty take their time more often and see what kind of cool things they can come up with. And I think Call of Duty Gulf War is going to be a great source for us to examine and to look at and see what kind of potential Call of Duty could have if it had a longer development time, because I think it can be, and I think it will be very, very special. Graphically, it's going to look amazing. Story-wise, it might be awesome too. So what do you guys think of Call of Duty Black Ops Gulf War potentially being the first and only Call of Duty in history to get a 4 full years of development?